everyone, welcome to J Crochet. I am Reggie. Happy Passover! Yeah, tonight is the night. Tonight is Lela Seder, or as we call it, the Seder. And I'm very happy that you could all join me today. The fact that you're here means that you're probably not like Sarit, still in the kitchen cooking for the Seder. Sarit, I hope you have a nice Seder anyway this evening. So here in Germany, it's already almost 7 in the evening. So happy Passover to everyone. Hi to everyone here. Thank you all very much for joining. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. Hi Andrea, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining in. And hi to Chris and Catherine and Verna and Isela. Welcome in, and hello to Coffee Owl from Finland. Oh, nice. More Europeans in the chat. Okay, Andrea, well, enjoy. Enjoy the cooking. Yeah, so tonight is Lela Seder, the Seder for those of you who celebrate. It just so happens that Easter and Passover fall on the same dates this year. Now, if you've been with me on the Hanukkah lives that I did back in Hanukkah, I explained the whole Jewish calendar, Christian calendar thing, and how they don't always, fall on the same dates. Hi, Gary! Hello to the bunnies! Hi, Lucy and Jax! Yay! Hi, good to see you here. I'm so glad you could join, Carrie. I forgot. I know you wrote me. Good luck. And hello to Suzanne. Good to see you. You waited too late to get the food and couldn't find a brisket. Oh man. See? That's Jewish people's problem. Hi, Dora. I'm glad you could all join me tonight because, as you all know, I live far away from my side of the family, and I am married to a Christian. So my husband is not Jewish. His family is not Jewish, so they obviously don't celebrate Lela Seder. And at least for now, for another few months, as long as we're still here in Germany, we are still away from my side of the family, which is the Jewish side of the family. So I don't really have anyone to celebrate Lela Seder with other than our family of 4. And my kids are still young. They are 4 and 6, and I think that's still a little too young to sit through an entire Seder. So we're not really doing a Seder at home. So I decided on a fun alternative. I will sit here with you guys and chat a little bit about Passover and yarn and stuff and drink wine, which I'm always looking for a good occasion to do, right? Happy Passover. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Suzanne. You got turkey instead. That's good. And hello to Suzanne from Sweden, and hi to Inga, welcome in. So yeah, I'm gonna pour the first glass of wine. It is a custom in the Seder to drink 4 cups of wine. So for those of you who have never been to a Jewish Seder before, you normally end up at the end of the evening quite drunk. Which is also fun because that's also the time, the section of the Haggadah where all the fun songs are. You got the kidney out, just have to recover. Okay, Carrie. Well, we all pray for a quick recovery and that it all, that you'll be back on your feet soon enough. Hi to Steve, and Carrie says that thank you, you're always here for me. Hi David. Yes, so cheers Andrea, cheers everyone in the chat. We're gonna take the first sip. Cheers. Happy Passover, Chag Sameach, Chag Aviv Sameach, And to everyone watching, join me. So yeah, Passover, for those of you who do not know, they're celebrating freedom, the freedom of the people of Israel, the story of being freed from being slaves in Egypt to Pharaoh, and and then essentially starting the journey to the Holy Land. Excuse me 1 minute, please. Hi. היי, אתם לייב ביוטיוב, תגידו חג שמח. This is my family in Israel having a seder. הילדים שלי כבר במיטה. חג שמח לחיים. צ'ירס. ביי. So that was unexpected. Yeah. My parents just called to say Chag Sameach, happy holiday. They were all sitting together, as you can see. I'm the only one who's not there. Yeah, they said they called because it's time for my kids to sing one of the songs in the Haggadah, but my kids are already on their way to bed. It's 7 in the evening here. It's their bedtime already. You haven't seen the dress. You haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's been there for a while. Happy Passover. It is the first Passover in decades where we will have more Jewish people than non-Jewish people. Really? Oh, wow. Nice. Hi, Evelina. Hello, welcome in. Yes, so all my family, yeah, it was nice they called now. They just they were all sitting. I don't know if you could see because it was on my phone. It was quite far away from I was trying to show them that they are live on YouTube. Not sure they got that. But as you could see, they were all there. And next year I'll be there too. Yes, when I move, I will be very close. We will actually be living, just a few hundred meters away from everyone. So, gonna be fun. So yeah, looking forward to the Seder next year in Israel. But for now, we're doing it this way. You've only been to one Seder celebration. So yeah, as I've said, the Seder is the celebrating Israel, the people of Israel being freed of slavery in Egypt, and starting their journey through the desert to eventually the Promised Land. Hi, Lashira, welcome in. And during the Seder, we say it all together, the entire family, as you could see, it's my family's doing. We read the Haggadah, which is like the, how do you say? It's the order of the Seder. So you go by the book. You read and you sing and you tell the story, and there are quite a lot of songs, and every once in a while, as you can see here, you drink a glass of wine. And as I've said before, there are 4 of these. All through, they are divided every few pages. And at the end, they are, see, now that's the 3rd cup. And then comes the 4th cup, and after the 4th cup comes everyone's favorite part, which is the food. But as you can see, that is only like halfway through. Can you see? So after you finish eating, there's still quite a lot to go through. And so the Seder is normally a very, very long night with a lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of songs, and a lot of family. So it's I think it's a very, very nice Jewish celebration. Though only one thing that I don't like about Passover is the food. Which includes, among other things, the infamous matzo bread, which is, there's still a debate going on whether it's a form of food or cardboard. It is one of the two. But yeah, other than that, Passover is quite a nice celebration. So, in the Jewish tradition, as I've said, it tells the story of being freed from being slaves in Egypt. But in the tradition side, it's also the celebration of spring. So Passover is not just the holiday of freedom, it's also the holiday of spring. Which I like because I am Jewish, but I'm not like Orthodox Jewish. So I do like that it also has this like non-religious connection to it. Yes, exactly, at least 4 hours. Now, I showed you guys this. This is my Haggadah. It actually is from the kibbutz. It actually says Kibbutz Yotvata down here. But I also have this Haggadah. Now this one was a gift that we got shortly after we got married. It has, you see, there's a picture of the family on the front. You can see it was taken a long time ago because my brother here is still single. His wife is still not there. So over 10 years ago, this picture. This is me here in the middle. That's my husband behind me, my mother, and my husband's mom. This is my dad and my husband's dad. And that's my brother Ofik, which you should all know because you're watching my channel. And this is my brother Giva. And so this was a gift that we got for our wedding. Now, since this is a gift that we got, this is a traditional Haggadah that actually has all the religious ceremonies that go along with the Seder. So if you go by this one, the Seder really is hours long. It is a cracker more than bread, right? Not this year. This year, we are not having a Seder at home. We did last year, and yeah, I came to the conclusion it's just too much for my kids. They're still too young. When you were in New York, you once wanted to sign up for classes in Hebrew, but you wasn't allowed to because you weren't Jewish. Really? Where did you try to sign up? Yeah, pre-kiddos pictures, exactly. There are a few more on the back. Yeah, this is our wedding picture. This is me and my husband and his parents and my parents. And that's actually a picture of us in Jaffa, in Israel. So, yeah, I mean, I like this Haggadah. It was a really nice gift, very thoughtful. But I would never sit through a reading of this entire thing. It's even for adults. It's very long. But this one, like I said, this is my more preferred version of it, which is, shorter. It has more songs and less text in it. Hi Cynthia, hi to everyone walking in. So if you're joining us late, hi. Happy Passover. It's Leila's Seder tonight, or the Seder, and I can't be with my family, and we're not having a Seder at home this year. So I'm here with you guys drinking wine. So cheers, happy Passover to everyone, happy spring. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. Yeah, you can actually learn Hebrew through Zoom today. Hi, Maribel. Really? um, yeah. Oh, I did today. I remember the condensed version, like 45. Yes, exactly the condensed version. Of course, I will have the four glasses. That's my favorite part of Passover. That and you know the songs. There is one song in here that is in English. I mean, this is not a traditional part of the. Like I said, this Haggadah is a kibbutz Haggadah. It's not an Orthodox Haggadah. It's like more of like a traditional Haggadah, and they put in different things in here that you don't normally have in there. And they put in here this song. It's in English. Can you see that? Some of you might know it. I will try, but I don't promise anything, yeah? When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. So yeah, I found this today when I went through this. I did not remember that there's an English song in there. I thought that was a nice touch. Hi Anvita, welcome in. You were knitting socks. What kind of socks are you knitting? Let us know. Taking a pass this year because you're going to be wrangling today. Yeah, exactly. Next year, I'll be there. Kim, I don't know if you were here, but my parents called on WhatsApp while I was here on the live, and I showed everyone they were sitting in the Passover. Really? Wow. I did not know they use it in a church. Oh, thank you. I try. Hi, Pops and Crochet. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Hi. I'm sorry you've been in pain. I hope you get better soon. So yeah, a little singing. But what I like about the seder is the more you drink, the more you sing. And as I said, towards the end there are more and more songs. I think it's like built in this way that they know you're already drunk. So they don't let you try to read the text from the Bible. We're like, oh. So there's more songs. But it's kind of fun, and you get to the longer and more like rhythmical songs in the end. Everyone's already drunk and they're like dancing. Yeah. My dad sent a video. Should we watch it together? What do you guys say? It might be a video of my family singing a song. I just got it, so let's see what you guys are saying. There are many parallels between African American slaves and Jewish refugees, and you hear it in music. Yes, that is correct. But yeah, so we will not, abandon the traditions of Passover. We will drink wine. Yeah, so other than, the fact that the food is terrible and the wine is good, there's not a lot, that you need to know about a Jewish Seder. You pretty much go by the book. You sit there and you read, and you tell the story of being freed from slavery. And it's wonderful, and it's a great tradition, and like I said, one of the holidays that has the best songs, but the worst food. is not very good for people like me who, you know, when the food is like when you eat matzo bread and matzo ball soup, which I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't like matzo ball soup. But you know, and then there's like all these kind of other traditions in the middle, which I'm not gonna like put you through. But there's the cellular plate, and you go thing by thing, and you have to like eat different foods and hit people with, how do you say carpas? I mean, lots of word. I did not do my research. I don't know the names of some of the things in English. But like when you go through all of that and you don't eat that much of the food and you drink that much of the wine, you can understand it gets happier towards the end. Right, exactly, Kim, is exactly what I was saying. Yeah, you like matzo ball soup. I once when we lived in Munich before I had kids, I was like coming to like, again, I was far away from my family. There were not a lot of people around that I knew that had Seder. So I decided to have like a friend's Seder and invite a bunch of friends and try to do a Seder at home with a bunch of people who have no idea what a Seder is. And I made matzo ball soup. And yeah, that's not something I want to repeat. Your mom created eggplant parmigiana made with matzah meal instead of breadcrumbs for the non-Jews who can't eat meat on Good Friday. Oh, that is an interesting idea. That is very, very nice. I like you see, the combination of the cultures is interesting. So let's see this video that my dad sent. Okay, so I will try to... Wait, there is no voice. 1 second. Okay. So that's okay. That's my niece. That's my niece sitting on my mom. And yeah, I guess they were, you know, singing the song, and she was clapping along. Hi, Debbie. That's okay. That's fine. You didn't miss much. Is the food traditionally European Jewish rather than Israeli? Well, yeah, it's Jewish food. It's not really Israeli food. How often do they coincide? I think it's like once in every... Wait, there's like a rule that the dates coincide once every so and so years, but I don't remember how many. But like the exact dates, so the exact dates fall on the exact days every 19 years, but then there's the holidays move dates now and then because it always has to land on a Friday, so it's not always the same date, right? So I think that happens once every 8 years, something like that. I'm not entirely sure about that. But the thing is, it's not this. So this year, for example, Passover and Easter land on the same date. However, Hanukkah and Christmas don't. So another year, Hanukkah and Christmas will fall on the same time, but Easter won't. So it's different. It's hard to explain. But yeah. All right. So cheers again. So I sang some songs, and we saw my family, and we said hi, and we drank some wine. And now it's pretty much like a hangout chat. It's not something I do on my channel often. So if you caught it, you're lucky. I don't know if you're lucky. Maybe you're not lucky. Maybe I'm like not good at this kind of stuff, which is why I don't do it. But yeah, I thought, you know, because I knew that if I'm not gonna be sitting here talking to you guys, I will just be sitting in the living room watching TV, and I will be really, really bummed about not being with my family on this day. Hi, Georgetta, welcome. Yeah, so I thought, you know, we could do something that we don't do on my channel very often, which is just sit here and you know, blah. Yes, exactly. Next year I will be. Oh, thank you. But yeah, you know, I've I don't have a lot of time for YouTube right now because you guys all know that I am getting ready for the move and I'm doing a lot of stuff, and so I don't have like a lot of time to film videos anymore. So pretty much the only things that happen on my channel right now, or that will continue happening, are Yarniversities, and in between I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it could be that the Yarniversity will be the only thing happening on the channel for a few months, and it could be that, you know, that I will suddenly have time to film a video or something and I will do something in the middle, but I cannot commit to anything because like I really don't have a lot of time. But let's see, maybe, you know, maybe this kind of like unscripted, yeah, exactly, unscripted chats will be fun. I don't know, we didn't do it before, so let's see what's gonna happen. We shall see. I might be really, really bad at it. It might be terribly boring. It might be hilarious. We will see. How will you obtain new yarns? I guess because it can be New Year's. Once moved, knowing the structure. I'm just curious. What do you mean? What do you mean? How would I obtain? Where are you moving? I'm moving back to Israel. Me and my husband and our kids, we are going to live in a kibbutz. No, I stopped working because I really, really had, like, it was way too stressful. So I gave notice, and my husband gave notice at his job. And yeah, now we are just packing. Like really, it might sound crazy to say, but we really are packing every single day. We have a big house. We have lived here for a very long time. We have accumulated a lot of stuff. You will see in a second what I mean. The kids, 27th of June, they finish school. On the 30th of June, we are giving the key to the new owner of the house. The house is sold, but we stay to live here until the end of June. And on the last day of June, we are giving him the key, and then we have 2 more weeks here in Germany that we will spend at my in-laws' house. And then on the 13th of July, we are flying. How does your Israeli house compare size? It does not. The new place is substantially smaller, but it's not a bad thing because, like I said, we're going to be living in a kibbutz, so a lot of the things that we have, we will not need once we live there, and we will not need all, you know, the space and stuff. Again, I'm not gonna like go into what a kibbutz is because, but Google it. I am sending you all to Google what a kibbutz is. You will understand. We're gonna live a life that's a lot different than the life that we are living now. Yeah, well, actually, I mean, we knew that the house will sell very fast because the place where we live, there aren't a lot of houses available. They are also not really building anything currently in the town that we live in. There's not a lot of like designated area for new buildings right now, and there are a lot of people looking because the area is a very good area. It's close to a lot of things. Our house is also very big, and it has very ginormous yard, so the property was very, very, very popular, and we didn't have like a fear that it might not sell. We knew it would sell. It was just a question of how long it's gonna take. The communal kibbutz, do you still obtain spending money, or is there a structure to go through? Just find that interesting. You do get like a salary, but everyone gets the same salary. So it doesn't matter what you do, everyone gets the same. And you don't really spend it in the kibbutz because you don't like pay for eating in the dining hall and things like that. So a lot of the money is yours to do it whatever you want, but inside the kibbutz you don't really use it for anything. Yeah, I am looking forward to that, especially looking forward to, you know, being close to the family again. So yeah, but as I've said, we have accumulated a lot of stuff, and when I say stuff, I mean I'm just from my yarn room, which, as much as I've been getting rid of stuff, you can see that there are still things on the shelves that still need to be packed into boxes and or sold, or I don't know, given away. Yeah. And there are still this other than what's behind me, there's also another wall closet on the other side of the room that was full. It's only half full, but it's still half full. And then there's a lot of like finished items boxes full of stuff that I crocheted that I don't use all of them. Am I doing more mystery bags? Jax, that I'm undecided on. I want to, but I think I told you yesterday, we had that conversation yesterday. I had someone had a bad experience with a box of yarn that they got from me, which was not my fault, and not their fault either, but still kind of discouraged me, and I was thinking of selling the rest of it like inland, like in Germany, on Marketplace or something like that. I don't know. I will have a yarn room. What kind of job will we do there? I am going to work in a kindergarten, like I did here. I already have a job waiting for me, and my husband also already has a job waiting for him, and he's going to work in an automation department of a large dairy, which is what the kibbutz I'm moving to is famous for. You think the thing with Israel, especially in kibbutz, that you live in a smaller house apartment, but you always out and about. Exactly. Especially in a kibbutz, you're almost never home. Like everything is outside. Debbie, I'm not sure. Did you get it yet? Okay, Jax, email me. Just interested in knowing, Debbie, if yours arrived already. Yeah, so I found a bunch of stuff. Do you guys want to like see things that I found that I made that I forgot that I made because they were like in boxes this whole time? I'm glad, Carrie. I'm really glad. I don't know if so I'll just tell you. I got a message yesterday from someone who bought mystery yarns from me. They have bought more than just one bag, so I decided that instead of sending separate bags, I put it all in one big box. I tried my best to wrap the yarn in nylon inside the box to protect it, but I guess something in the shipping happened to, I don't know, maybe the box got wet. I have no idea, because like I told you guys 100 times, once things get shipped out, they are out of my hands and I don't know what happens to them exactly. And they got the yarn. They said that the yarn was damp. It smelled like it was musty. And And I felt really, really bad about it because I know that my yarn is very well kept, and I know that it's all in very, very good condition, and I know that it's all also very, very high-end yarns. So I kind of like, I felt really bad that someone had such a terrible experience, which really discouraged me from continuing to ship yarn. Like, because I don't want anyone else to have that experience, and also I feel bad for the yarn, which is maybe like stupid to say, but I told you guys last week on Yarn University, I told you guys how much how I feel about parting with my yarn. So knowing that not only like the person who got it wasn't happy with it, they also can't use it and it might be thrown away, made me feel even worse. You've not been able to try one of your mystery bags yet. Wanting for mine to arrive, so excited. Yeah, I hope that the rest will arrive in good condition. I'm glad to hear that, Jax. I'm happy you like yours. You never had an issue with anything you've ordered before. Yeah, like I said, again, I mean, this is the first time it happened to me that someone had a bad experience with something that they got from me, and I know that it wasn't my fault because I know that when I shipped the things out, they were in good condition. So it's not like I don't feel like I did anything wrong, and I don't feel like they did anything wrong, but I felt very, very bad about someone having such a bad experience with something that they ordered from me. That's why I am kind of iffy, of doing something like that again. I know it's stupid to say because I have sold, like, if you look at my Etsy shop, I have over 800 sales on my Etsy shop. So I have sent an enormous amount of packages around the world, and this is the first time someone has complained that something like that happened. So I'm like, so it's stupid to say that one bad experience sort of like, but it does do that for me as a seller. One unhappy customer kind of like makes me wary of, I don't want other people to experience that. Hi, you want to come say happy Passover?
No.
You just said no. Cheers to Dennis. Yeah. So, would you guys like to see different things that came up in the yarn room cleanup? Just different things. Happy Passover! Happy Passover is great. That was the right choice. All right. So, I found, first thing I found, yeah. It was wrapped, inside the bag. It was inside a, like, sort of like a garbage bag inside the box. You cannot feel bad because the shipping company did it. I have received broken items. Yeah. I know it's not my fault. I just feel bad about it. Yeah, so I found this. This is something that I made a long time ago. Some of you might recognize it. It is the Lost in Time shawl, which is a pattern by Micho Crochet. I mean, back then when I made it, it was not before, it was during. It was about the same time when I discovered Snail Mail, and I was just, getting the hang of like complex patterns, and slowly falling in love with the more intricate shawl patterns. So this is, yeah, maybe, I don't know, can see it. This is the Lost in Time shawl. It's made in the Hobie, what used to be, how is it called now? Cotton Kings. It used to be Twirls Deluxe, and now I think it's called Sultan Deluxe. I will think about putting some more, but I gotta work it out with myself first. You want amigurumi box from one of your party lives and did arrive with a musty odor. However, I aired it out and it is fine. Was not enough of an issue that I didn't feel. Oh, okay. See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I do my best. I can't control what happens to it on the way, but I'm glad that you were able to like still use the yarn. Yes, exactly. Lit. Yeah, so this was a Sultan Deluxe cake. And it was a mystery. So right now Hobby right now they sell their mystery cake bags that have 4 cakes in them. And right now when you buy them, you get like 4 cakes of Hobie yarn, but you know exactly what it is. Back then when they just started with the lucky bags, it was like it was bags of yarns that were like they had something wrong about them, like they were a full cake of Sultan, but something was wrong with the colors, or like the something wasn't right with the something like that. So there were like seconds, you know. And so what happened with this cake was it was supposed to go from blue to white, but for some reason it went from blue to white and then back to blue. So like the color order of the cake wasn't right. So they sold it as seconds. But I kind of liked it. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind it. Yeah, but then I made this shawl. I never blocked it because I don't block anything I do. I'm pretty sure if you block it, it will get bigger. But the size of it now is more of like a shawlette. It's not really like a shawl size, but it was okay for me because I thought like I would be wearing it like this, like I normally wear my shawls, which is like I wear them as a scarf. So I liked it. But then apparently after finishing it and hiding the tails and everything, I apparently folded it into a box and forgot about it. So it's never been worn, you know, and since I never wore it over the course of the last, you know, I don't know, 5 years, I don't think that I ever will, especially since I don't see how many shawls I'll be actually wearing in the desert. So if anyone's interested in that shawl, I'm pretty sure if you block it, it will also be bigger. Like if you prefer a bigger shawl, but you can also wear it like I did now. If anyone's interested in it, you know, just write me an email. Because I'm pretty sure I won't take it with me. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'll ever use it. Since, you know, that's one of the hardest things that I've been doing over the past few weeks, is going over things and saying this has been in the box for this and that amount of time, so will I ever use it again or not? And I've been doing that with everything that I own. So not just, you know, crochet things, but when it comes to crochet things, I really have to like think twice. I will take this with me. It will take place in my suitcase. It will also take place in the closet, which will be way smaller than the closet that I have now. So I don't know if I'm not wearing it, I'm not taking it. You never block either? Yeah, I'm like, I don't block things and I don't swatch. I don't do gauge. So it's like things I don't do. I just don't. All right. Another thing I found was this shawl. Yeah, a lot of the things will be shawls because you guys know that shawls are my favorite item to make. So I found this shawl. You see it? Oh, thank you. It's quite big. So I found this shawl. The stripes, this is that's the yarn. So I didn't do that. The yarn did that. The yarn itself is a cake called, do I still have any? No. It's Woolly Hugs Butterfly, I think. So Woolly Hugs is the company, and the type of the name of the yarn is Butterfly. And the shawl, the pattern is the blueberry popsicle shawl. And this was made as a crochet along that was hosted by Holly from the Proper Pineapple. If you don't know Holly, you should go and check her out. She's I love watching her. She's a very fun person. Mile a Minute shawl. Oh, thank you. Yeah, nights in the desert can be cold, but not there. Since, you know, I have moved there. I have lived there before, like till I was about 20. So I do know what it's like, and I know that I will most likely not use more than like 2 or 3 shawls, and I have over 50. You got some of this in green. Yeah, so like I said, I really like this kind of yarn. And I had it in every color. So when I got the yarn, I got it in each one of the colorways that they had. I got 2 cakes. So this shawl was made with 1 cake, Jax. So if you have a cake, you can, you know, it's 1 cake makes a shawl, and the striping effect comes from the yarn. So I didn't color control it or anything like that. And yeah, and Holly ran this as a crochet along 2 years ago or something like that. I really liked it. I mean, I liked the striping effect that the yarn did, and I liked sort of like the pattern of this shawl. But again, after the call was over, I took a picture of it and never wore it. I don't know why. I'm not sure. So I think you guys are the first one to see this in years. Yeah, right, Jax? I mean, when I bought that yarn, I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really cool, and it's so drapey. Once again, I did not block this. So the way this drapes now, this is just the yarn. This is amazing. I love this yarn. Well, German yarns are good. What can I say? German made yarns are very good. Yeah. Jax, did you get 1 cake of this or 2? I don't remember. I think I had 5 cakes of it left because, like I said, I had it in every possible color, and I'm pretty sure I had 2 cakes of each one of the colorways, and I used some of them. And I think I had 5 cakes left, and I put them all into the mystery bags, but I don't remember how many I put in each bag. Bye to everyone who has to go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yes, Jax, I want to see you too when it's done. Yes, David, people do that. People do that. Yes. But not me. I don't color control. It's another thing I don't do. So maybe I have 3 things I don't do. I don't color control, I don't swatch, and I don't block. Sometimes when the cake is like really, you know, when the color changes are like severe, like cut color, new color, and the color change happens in like the middle of the project where it's very, very noticeable, that annoys me. But I wouldn't necessarily like change it. Thank you. Hey Ray, welcome in. Hi to everyone walking in. Happy Passover. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up for this video. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. Hi. Yes, I hope that you are, if you are having a Seder tonight, I hope that you're having a good time, and I hope that you are not too busy cooking. And I hope that you're making good food. You just got one, you got cookie and 2 Malaga. Oh, it was a Hobbilicious bag. Oh, cool. Right, I'm glad you're happy. Another thing that I found was this cowl, which I really don't know what to do with because I will never wear it. I don't know what went through my mind when I made it because it was years ago. It's a bandana cowl, and it has like a, wait. It has like a lacy pattern. Can you see it? It has like a, and then it has this, yeah. So it's like a bandana cowl. It's not my style. I really don't know what I thought when I, like, it's so not me. And the yarn is way too busy for this pattern. I mean, it is not, you can't, because the yarn is so busy, you don't see the pattern. It was a really bad yarn to project fit. And again, I never, like, I made it, I never wore it, it laid in a box, and now I'm serious, because the yarn itself is nice, and I'm seriously considering to frog it and make the yarn into like a beanie or something. A cookie is the best yarn. Cookie, I have still 2 left here. Cookie is the best acrylic yarn. Yeah, they are huge, right? You really, I really don't think it's a good fit. It's your daughter's, oh, that's awesome, Kathleen. So are you just like sitting, you know, chillaxing, or do you have, like, did you get something that you have to bring or something that you have to make and bring with you? Or can you just rest? She wears this with a leather jacket. Well, I also don't wear leather jackets. Right? It looks like a peacock, which I think is one of the reasons I never wore it, because it's like, it looks too... The yarn itself is really nice. It's beautiful. I think it will work out beautifully. I actually think I have a cowl that I knitted from the same yarn. I saw it this week. Wait. 1 second. Let's do a comparison. Should be in one of those boxes. Maybe it's here. I got it. I found it. I found it. So I have a cowl that I knitted from the same yarn so that you can see the difference. So this is the same yarn, knit version. See? So the yarn is very nice. It works up very, very nicely. And this knitted one, I actually like. See, so this is something I'll actually wear. And I like how the yarn works up here. You have to finish a crop top. Oh, okay, well. If your job is to crochet something for the Seder, that's fine. Hi, Irene. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Happy Passover. You have absolutely... Cookie is from Hobby. Yeah, absolutely fell in love with the Siso made pattern, and it's only my fault. I will take... That's fine. I'll take responsibility for that. um, right? Wait, what are you talking about? I have no idea. Why are people yelling numbers in the chat? Is someone selling something? Right? The yarn looks better knitted. So, yeah. So this is the knit version, and this is the crochet version. So like I really think the yarn looks way better in the knitted version, and I think it might look good in the crochet. I think the yarn looks better in the knitted version. I think it would still look nice, like the crochet version would still look nice if it wasn't like if it was a good yarn to pattern fit, you know? Like I feel like the yarn doesn't fit the pattern because you can't really see the pattern because the yarn is so busy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, Lashira. They want to buy the lacy cowl. It's a bidding war for... Seriously? Are you bidding for this? I will ship it to you. Just pay shipping. Don't bid for that. That's just nah. Oh, but the knitted one that I just showed you, I actually have a whole bunch of these. Because when I just started knitting, again, see, this is things that like have been laying years in some box. And when I first started knitting, I just wanted to like practice knitting. Don't frog. You guys are not serious. Yeah, so when I just started knitting, I needed to practice knitting in the round. So I knitted a whole bunch of these. So I have it like in this color. Then this one. And then this one, which I love how it worked out. Look at that yarn. Isn't that yarn gorgeous? It works out beautifully. I don't think that yarn would have worked the same in crochet. No, guys. If you're really serious and you want to buy one of these, you can email me. We will, like, I'll seriously pay shipping. I'll ship it to you. But I'm not, like, that was not at all my intention. You think with another pattern, yarn could work well in crochet? Yeah, maybe. That's what I said. I think it was just a bad yarn to pattern fit. It happens sometimes. Right? I love the orange knitted one. But it just, like, they sat in some box for years, which means I made them and forgot about them. And I have tons of stuff like that. Like, seriously, I have a huge box next to me that I actually just put it here so I can put stuff on, but the box is also full of stuff. Yeah, you guys want to see what I've been working on this week? I'll make you one. Pretty sure I can find more yarn and make you one if you want. You guys are funny. So I started designing I didn't start. Okay, so I am designing my first ever blanket. Like I design a lot of wearables, like, and accessories. But but I started designing a blanket. And that blanket, by the way, will be, for those of you who are members of the channel, that is the blanket that we will be working on this month's members only live. So if you are a member of the channel, you will have first grabs on this pattern. You'll get it for free because you're a member of the channel, and you will get to work on it, you know, live with me. It's very spirit of Passover. All that show. Huge element in choosing pattern and yarns for me. Will it coincide in dress? Yeah, it's a, you see, it's a problem that a lot of people struggle with. So I'm working on this blanket, and like I said, this would be the members only pattern for this month. And if you are a member of the channel, you will learn to make it with me. And if you are not a member of the channel, then about 2 months after, the pattern will probably be available for purchase, like all the other patterns. That's nice, Annika. Happy Passover. So this is, I'm still working on it, but be kind, because like I said, it's the first time I'm designing a blanket. But tell me if you like it. So that's, first of all, from far, that's what I have so far. Okay, and this is what it looks like up close. Maybe you can see the stitches better. Do you guys think it's nice? I think it's like a 9 or 10 row repeat. I don't know. I mean, I like how the yarn works up. I was just not 100% sure if it is like blanket material, like if the design is like blanket-y, because I have a lot of, you know, experience with designing shawls. So I had a feeling like I'm like it's too shawl-y. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me if this is like, is this blanket material? Yeah, you like it? Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are saying that. I'm so glad you guys like it, because I have been, I mean, is Catherine here? Catherine is not here, right? Yeah, Catherine is not here today. But I have been, like, I've been sending her pictures every few rows saying like, I don't know, is this not like too, like, am I not putting too much of my shawl design into blanket design? I wasn't sure if it's like, if like the stitch combo is blanket, because it's like very, you see, it's like very, I don't know, whole-y. Yeah, that I thought it would make a nice summer blanket. You love it. Thank you. As funny as it sounds, my blanket must have good drape like a shawl even. Yeah, well, I think this one fits the bill. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm working with this just because, like I said, because I'm packing up all my yarn and everything, I had to like work with what I still have here. So I'm working with like a fingering weight yarn. It's very, very light. But of course, yeah, you can make it in any weight yarn. And if you make it in a thicker yarn, it will be heavier. You like it? Is it different yarns or a colored control? It's one cake. It's one of these cakes that is behind me. It's just a cake that I picked up from the shelf. It's fingering weight and the colors change on their own. Carrie, I hope that you will get back to it soon enough. Thank you. Yeah, well, and that means a lot to me because I was really unsure about it. I didn't want, so for those of you who are members of the channel and you've been to the members only live, I had a feeling like we do a lot of like accessories, like we did a few beanies and a cowl and a scarf and a shawl, and I didn't know if I'm like answering everyone's needs and wants because maybe not everybody likes to make shawls. I like to make shawls. I mean, I like to design shawls, but maybe not everybody likes to make them. So I was thinking maybe like to try a different item, and I thought like maybe we do a blanket. We'll see how it works. And the whole week I've been, because I wanted to finish this in time for the members only live so that I can show what the blanket looks like when it's finished. The pattern is already written and everything, but I didn't want to have like a picture of it done so everybody will be able to see what it looks like. But I was like really unsure about it. So I'm glad you guys all like it. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's like I feel like it's very much my design style, but I wasn't sure if it's, you know, because maybe it's just my mind, but like most of the blankets that I will show you, I have another baby blanket that I made, so I can like give you an idea of what normally I have in my mind when I think baby blanket. Hi Roberta, welcome in. You like it that it's square? I like like from the middle designs. I don't know why. I find them more appealing than the like from like side to side designs. I don't know why. There isn't enough lightweight blankets patterns. Really? Like I said, I don't make a lot of blankets. I think this is something I've been saying on my channel very, very often. Like I have a lot of respect for people who make blankets because I'm like a baby blanket is as big as I will go. So I don't have a lot of experience with blankets. You've seen a lot of shawls that you wanted to make into blankets. I'm pretty sure that if you have a shawl design and want to make it into a blanket, it will probably be very easy to convert, especially if it's like a triangular shawl and then you just have to like double it to make it into a square. I'm trying. Happy Passover, Rosemary. Welcome in. Hi to everyone walking in. Don't forget to hit thumbs up if you're not yet subscribed. Subscribe down below. Get your Haggadah, get your matzah bread and your wine, and join our Yarny Passover talk. Yeah. Oh, so I was saying I have more like actual blanket that I made. It's here somewhere. Wait. Wait for it. Oh my god. Okay, this box is full of stuff. All right. So this is a blanket that I made that was supposed to be a blanket. Like it was made as a blanket. And so you see it's like, so there's no like holes in it or anything. It's like a solid design. I wasn't like, maybe that's what, like in my mind, that's what's a blanket. This is another one of these like forgotten projects that I made, and I ended up never, like I thought I would give it to someone as a gift when they have a baby, but nobody had babies. I ended up putting it in some box. You've only been actively crocheting for about a year, so just learning how to read patterns. It's very important, especially go back and watch Yarn University about how to read charts. There are 2 episodes of how to read crochet charts. If you learn how to read crochet charts, you can make any pattern in the world. It's very, very important. I highly recommend learning to read charts. You don't like to think of a crocheted fabric, like it airy, with a drape. Oh, see, so yeah, so I like that, but more like in shawls. Like I don't know, because I don't make blankets. Maybe I like it in blankets too, and I just never made it before. But so that's this, like, this was the, and you can see again that I never color control cakes. Can you see that? You see? So that's what I was talking about before, David. I don't know if David is still here. So David, if you're still here, when I was saying before that if the color change is like very distinct, so like here and here and here, that it doesn't fade, it just changes from one color to the other, then it will like bother me in the eye, but I wouldn't do anything about it. I don't color control, so I will just leave it like that. I don't have a favorite charting program because there isn't one. There are quite a lot of charting programs, but none of them are good. They are all very, very shitty. So when I make charts, I use Adobe. I draw everything, and it takes hours. Yeah, if anyone develops that software, they will make millions. But there isn't one right now. Not everyone's was a solid black. Yeah. Well, specifically this one, since I found it this week when I was going through stuff, as I said, I was thinking, since I never gave it to anyone and I don't know anyone who has babies and will want it, I was thinking of just turning it into a cocoon cardigan, you know? So I will just like sew the sides and find more of this yellow or something that resembles this yellow and make like 2 sleeves and a brim around it. So I think I will just turn this into a cocoon cardigan for me and wear it myself. I don't know if I will wear it, but at least it will be a wearable and not like a blanket that I can't give anyone. You also want to make lightweight blankets. You don't need any blankets at my own home to keep warm, but it's nice to have some kind of cover. Yeah, I always sit with a blanket, even like in the middle of the summer. I always sit with a blanket in front of the TV, but I never actually like made one that's large enough to cover me because that's like too big of a project for me. That's like, I get bored too easily. Learn to read patterns when you were about 12. You learned out of necessity because grandmother taught me how to crochet when I was about 10 years old, and she taught me how to crochet at... Okay. Was that sentence cut in the middle? Learn to read patterns by myself when I was about 12. Learn to read out of it. Yeah. I think that she taught me how to do a granny square and then one large granny square blanket and a double crochet blanket. Yeah, I think it's very, very important to learn how to read charts. I think once you know how to read charts, you can really make anything. Well, David, if you pitch that idea to him, he will make like tons of money because seriously, that's something that's needed in the world today. And I have a box here, like I said, I have this box that I found this week. Oh my god! See, do you see? The box is full of stuff. There's like shawls here, there's fingerless gloves and a beanie and scarf and all my sis homemade shawls. Which, you know, my sis homemade shawls, I feel like they are kind of like works of art. Which are, it will be insane to try to sell them because nobody will pay the price that I want from them. And it will also be kind of like sad not to take them with me. So I think in the end, I will end up at least the sis homemade shawls, even though I don't wear a lot of shawls, like I said, but I think I will at least take them with me. And maybe in Israel, when I'm with my family, maybe I will have more people around me that I can gift them to, that will actually like them and enjoy them, because I have a feeling that people here are not very appreciative of handmade gifts. Thank you. You produce baby blankets all year for Christmas in a shoebox for babies in Romania. Oh wow! I did not know there's such a project. Where can you donate them, Claudia? I'm a very like I mean, hello Judy. Welcome in. You feel like try to break through the language. Yes, exactly. If you have a pattern that's written in, I don't know, a language that you don't speak. For me, it's like Chinese, Russian. I don't know. Languages I don't speak. And then it comes with a chart and I can make it. You're struggling to read a 3D granny square chart to understand what's on top and what stitches go underneath. The pattern I'm following does not differ. Well, that is already a problem. That is a different problem because normally 3D charts do differentiate in some form of colors. You purchased a little template called the Crochet Cipher and graph paper. Yes, Jax, I have that, but that is for like drawing them by hand. You're wrapped in the Flower Valley shell. I love the Flower Valley shell. I love all of the Seesaw made. I can just I can show them for you just for fun if you want because I think I've made each one of their patterns. Maybe I'm missing two. Yes, David, really, it's like it's $1 million idea. You're happy to see you're not the only person. So many projects stored in a box waiting for. Yes. I mean, I have things that I made for my kids, for example, but it took me too long to make, so they never got to wear them. Like this, for example. Where is it? Here. So I made this. This is a hexagon hoodie. For those of you who have been to or came to the live where I talked about tape yarns and I showed you guys the hexagon cardigan that I'm making for me. So this is the same idea. This is the hexagon cardigan. I made it for my son. And it's a hoodie, so I added a hood to it. But by the time, like, I took too long working on it because he was a little baby and he was at home and I was with him most of the time and I barely had time to crochet. And by the time I finished it, he was already too big for it. So I have that, but I don't have like any friends that have boys that age that it will fit them, you know? You haven't done the most recent. I feel the same. Sometimes I feel that people do not appreciate. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of, like, at least where I live, when I give someone something that I made, most of the time I get like a very like uncomfortable face. Like, oh, that's nice. You made it. Cool. You didn't pay any money in a store for it. Nice. Thanks. That's like the feel. There's an organization called Das Kunterbutte Kinderzelt. They are in my area and I received feedback from the distributor. Wow, Claudia, that's really interesting. Can you maybe email me? I would really love to hear about that. Maybe you can send in things for them because I have a ton of stuff. You have a bed full of crochet items like under the bed. All of that is, yeah. See, I probably have more crochet items in different things in the house. I am not like, I said this numerous times on my channel. I don't like to sell my crochet work because I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel it's that good. You have a grandma hope chest in hopes that I'll have grandkids someday soon. Yeah, maybe that is a good idea too. You know, just keep it for when my kids have kids. And hopefully my kids won't look at me like, Mom, you really expect me to dress my child in this? No, I know, David. I know there are a lot of organizations that take stuff, but I gotta tell, well, again, this is my personal experience from the area where I live. I had a bunch of beanies. I still have some here. I just took this out of the box. I have a whole lot of these beanies that I made out of different yarns, because normally when I make a project and I have just a little bit of a yarn left from something, I make a beanie out of it, because it's like that's a go-to project for small amount of yarns. And then I had like a ton of these beanies, and I never like I wanted to donate them. And I posted in various places. Does anyone know of an organization that would take them? We actually have an orphanage in the town next to me. I wrote them and they said they do not accept any handmade things. So I was like really, I couldn't find anywhere where you can donate this kind of stuff. Your BFF just had a new grandbaby boy. You need that sweater? I will send it to you, Jax. You just need to, I think you only have to add buttons, because like I said, by the time I finished it, he was already too big, so I never added the buttons. But I have the buttons that I was planning to put on it. If you want, I can send them with, and you just have to sew on the buttons. So yeah, but you guys want to see so this is homemade one. So this one was, Imogen was wearing it for a while. This is the asymmetrical Aliana. I think this is their latest design, Jax. I think this is the one you were talking about. So yeah, this was, like I said, this was on Imogen for a while on my mannequin. It's beautiful. I love how intricate their patterns are. Give the people what they want. You keep beanies in your car during winter in case you see homeless persons. Yeah, that is a cool idea. Let's see. So this one is the asymmetrical Aliana. So that's one that starts here all the way to the top. And then it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And it goes into a triangle, and there's a border on one side. It's big. Yeah. You can see. I love their patterns. They are beautiful. Thank you. So this was again, I'm a tester for them for Sis Homemade, so I love their patterns. Like I tested, which is like, yeah. I like that. I learn a lot about design when testing other people's patterns, which is why I really love being a crochet pattern tester. Yes, their patterns are all like art. Just this week I had a negative when I offered to donate both crochet output and store-bought sweaters. It did have a somewhat snark. Yeah, exactly. It was like, we don't take handmade stuff. We also don't have a homeless shelter around where I live. We do have a lot of refugees. And again, not last week, the week before, 2 weeks ago, I sent an email to, they have like a center here in the area where I live that's in charge of refugees. Until now, they were mostly like refugees from various countries in Africa or Syria, but now they are also taking over the refugees from the Ukraine. And I wrote them and I was like, I have a lot of stuff, like a lot of, scarves and beanies and gloves and stuff like that. And they were like, no, we're only accepting like new bought stuff. So if you want, we have a list of things that we need and you can go and buy something out of that list. And I was like, okay. I love those shells too. Thank you. Oh, thanks. You think people would like more hand crocheted and knitted items if they weren't so fussy to wash? That might be true, which is why a lot of the things, like, I mean, all my shawls at least, they are 100% cotton. Sure, David, that would be awesome. Well, this one you may have seen. This is the Sis Love shawl, which we did as a crochet along on my channel 2 years ago. So maybe you even made one with us. Roselight Crochet, I know, but Roselight Crochet is in the US and I am in Germany. And sending a big box full of shawls will cost a lot of money to ship. I did ship a box to her full of shawls last year when she collected shawls. And this year, I saw that she has on her list in September, I think, or November, that they collect beanies and shawl and scarves, but only sets. And I don't have a lot of sets. I have like a whole bunch of beanies without scarves that match them or something like that. And she said it's written clearly in her description box that they will only accept sets. I don't have sets. But I do like encourage everyone who does live in the US to send things to Rose. Yeah, you made that. Oh, thank you, Sarit. So that one, that is the one that I made when we did the Sis Love crochet along. And I really like it. I think that personally, this shawl is probably my favorite shawl that I have ever made. Even though, like I said, I made all of the Sis Homemade patterns, but somehow this one is still my favorite one. Last year, within weeks, I sent one package to Italy and one similar size and weight to Canada. Would you believe Canada was more expensive? Yes, David, I have heard that shipping from the US to Canada is terrible. I did hear that. Now, a lot of places are area of homemade things due to cleanliness. Yeah, I understand that. Finished the Asgard shawl in January. It was awesome to make my first very large shawl. I just never... Wow! Varna, that is really cool. I would love to see a picture. Thank you. The shawl is gorgeous. Thank you. Well, it's not my design. I just, made it. Hi, hello. Yes, like I said, I think this. I personally think this one is like the best thing I've ever made. Not my pattern, their pattern. It's like all the credit goes to them. But this is my favorite one that I've ever made. Then I have this one. This one is Nessie. It's another Sis Homemade pattern. So everything that I'm showing you now is Sis Homemade patterns. Maybe, I don't know. Do I have any mods here? I think all my mods are not here. Jax, I'm going to make you a mod real quick. And can you please drop the Sis Homemade... Can you please drop the Sis Homemade Ravelry shop in the chat? I would really appreciate it. So this one is Nessie, it's called. And I was a tester for that one as well. And look at that. Like, I've said it numerous times on my channel. Like, I want to be them when I grow up. They are a genius pair of sisters. Like, both of them so talented, and the way they design together, I don't know how they do that. So yeah, that one is Nessie, it's called, like the monster from Loch Ness. You usually get bored with patterns after 2 or 3 times. Yes, but I think these patterns, their patterns are so intricate that you don't get bored while making them, and you also every row is different, so you don't get bored while making them, and you also won't get bored making them again, because it's so you pay attention while you work. This is not something that you can make while watching TV. right? Their designs are gorgeous. And I love this yarn, this cake. It looks like watermelon, right? I mean, okay, the red is on the outside and the green is on the inside, but the colors are like watermelon colors. Oh, you know what I saw the other day? Oh my God, I have to find that website again. So I found a website that has a watermelon cake. They actually call it the watermelon cake. It has like the red on the inside and goes like to white and green. And it has beads, black beads worked into the yarn. So like when you crochet or knit with it, it actually does look like a watermelon when it's done, because it has like in the red part there are black dots of beads and then it goes to white and green. So if you make like a half circle shawl out of that yarn, it will look like a watermelon. Oh my God, I have to find that website again, and I will show you guys that yarn the next time I come on live. Right? I love patterns that I don't get bored with, that the repetition is not like, and their patterns are like, if you ever made any of their patterns, you know that like the repetition rows can sometimes be like 32 rows of repetition. Like work row 1 to 32 and then work row 1 to 32 again. Yeah, I know. The red and black one is definitely my favorite. Thank you, Suzanne. Hi, Alice. Hi, hello. I'm glad you could join us. I did see your message in the beginning, but I think you weren't there anymore, like when I read it. So then I have this one, which is the same. The one I'm going to show you now is a different pattern, but it's the same yarn. So this is a different pattern, but the yarn is the same yarn. It's just worked the other way, so that the red is in the middle and the green is outside. And this one, really, this looks like watermelon, right? Right? So yeah, this is definitely watermelon. And this is the Mandalove by Sis Homemade, triangle version of the Mandalove shawl. Look at it, it's beautiful. They did it as a crochet along last year. So they released the pattern in 7 parts. And they had a triangular version, which is this one, and a half circle version, which I also made. Can you believe I made both of them at the same time? I think it was the only time in my life that I made 2 shawls at the same time. Right? I really like that one. I like it with the red in the middle and the green on the outside more than with the green in the middle and the red on the outside. Working on a pattern with an 8-row repeat, and I think that's too much. See, and they write patterns that are like this. Like here, there is no row repetition. This is like every row is something different. From the beginning to the end, you don't repeat any row twice. So that is just like, wow, right? So yeah, this is the Mandalove, the triangular version. For the duration of the call, the pattern was free, but I think now if you go on their page, I think it's a paid for pattern now. Do you have pattern for all these shawls? Georgetta, those are not my patterns. As I was saying, these are all from a pair of designers called Sis Homemade. And Jax dropped the link to their Ravelry shop in the chat a few minutes ago. Maybe she can do it again. And I really recommend them. No, I'm not selling them, Alice. I'm just showing them. I'm just going through a box of stuff that I found in the yarn room this week. So this one, the one that I just showed is the Mandalove, the triangular version. yes, there is the link for the Sis Homemade Ravelry store. These are not my designs. These are all their designs. They are amazing. And here, Jax just dropped the pattern in the chat. Thank you, Jax. You're giving all the ladies in the family a shawl and seriously thinking of buying all the Sis Homemade shawls. That way everyone gets something. Yeah, their shawls are amazing. Like, seriously, I love, love, love their designs. And each one of them is different, and working on them is amazing. And it's not, like, it's not boring. You don't get bored. And you can work on them for hours and hours and hours. Yes, definitely, Carrie. I agree. It's like it keeps your brain alive. And then so that one that I just showed you was the Sis Homemade triangular shawl. And as I told you guys, when they were running the crochet along, they had a triangular version and a half circle version, and I couldn't decide which one I want to make. So of course I made both. Crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. I clearly had nothing better to do during that month. And then, so I made the half circle mandala as well. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They are seriously a pair of geniuses. Those sisters, they are amazing. Yes, hobby twisters are perfect for their designs, but the shawls are really intricate. And if you want to get them to be a big enough size, you got to get 2 cakes of the colorway you want. So each one of these shawls that I'm showing you are at least 1,200 meters of fingering weight yarn. So if you're getting like hobby cakes, you might want to get 2 cakes and like work the colors from both cakes. The Sis Love half circle is free. Yeah, that one is free. That is correct. So this one is the Mandalov half circle, which is, like I said, the half circle version of that triangle that I just showed you. Yeah, there's a reason why they are my favorite crochet designers. I've spoke about them repeatedly on my channel in the past. I think I just never showed these shawls on my channel. Like, I think this is the first time I'm actually showing their shawls, other than the one time that we did the crochet along. Right? They are both beautiful. And I also tested this one. This is the Valkyrie shawl, and here I gotta tell you in advance, I did not block this shawl. However, it does need blocking because you can't really see the stitches because I never blocked it, and I did a very, very poor yarn choice with this one. The pattern itself is beautiful. The yarn does not fit the pattern. So this one is Valkyrie. It's called Valkyrie on their page. Again, it's a very beautiful pattern, but you cannot see it with the yarn that I chose. Like, it's a very, very poor yarn to pattern choice that I made here. Their shawls work way better with those long color changes cakes that I like, the ones that I just showed you. This one has shorter color changes, and it sort of came up like that every row is a different color, and that does not work well with their shawls. Annika, I think Jax dropped the link to their Ravelry page several times already. If you just go up in the chat, you will find it. I don't have any Lion Brand mandala, so it was definitely not Lion Brand mandala. The Flower Valley shawl is also free. I think the Flower Valley and the Sis Love are free. I think actually both versions of the Sis Love are free, the triangle and the half circle. So yeah, the yarn is very pretty, the pattern is very pretty, they just do not work well together. And like I said, this definitely has to be blocked because the yarn that I chose, this one has wool in it. And as you can see, it's like relatively smaller than the others. And that's because like you have to block it and then it will stretch out and it will be, wait, after you block it, it will be like, it will look like this, and all the stitches will open up and it looked great. I was just being lazy and I never blocked it. Yes, like I said, the Flower Valley is free, and the Sis Love half circle and triangle are free. The rest of their patterns are paid for patterns. And then the last one that I have here in this box, but I do have one more, but it's not here, is the Aliana half circle. So the first one that I showed you that had that rainbow colored yarns, that was the Aliana, the asymmetrical Aliana. And then, which is another thing that I really love about them, that they do each one of their, not each one, but a lot of their patterns, they do in different shapes. So you can have the mandala in a triangle, or you can have the mandala in half circle. You can have the sis love in the triangle and the sis love in half circle. And then you can have the Aliana in triangle, in asymmetrical, and half circle. So all three. And this is the Aliana half circle. And this one, if you decide to take on this one, I'm telling you in advance, this is a very, very, very complicated pattern. The reason it's complicated is because it works, well, it's hard to explain, sorry. It has like sections, which are called A, B, and C, and every few rows, the placing of A, B, and C changes, so you really have to like pay attention, use a ton of stitch markers, like, I don't know, 20 different stitch markers, to keep track on where you are. You cannot stop in the middle of a row, and definitely not in the middle of a section. This is, I think, this is hardcore. This is like really hardcore crochet. But it's worth it because it's beautiful. Like, it comes out beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. It's a beautiful, beautiful shawl. But it is by far one of the more complicated ones that I've ever worked on. You never block anything. Yeah, well, I also never block anything, but I very rarely work with acrylic. That's what I was saying in the beginning. I don't really, like, I wear shawls, but because shawls are my favorite item to make, and I have mentioned that I don't have anyone to gift them to, or someone that I want to gift them to that will actually appreciate them. And because I don't sell my crochet work, then I have over 50 shawls, and I can obviously not wear all of them. I have a few that I wear more often than others, and the rest are more like works of art that I like to look at every once in a while. Not happening. Yeah, they also have the mandala in a mandala wall hanging. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I really like that they convert their patterns into different shapes, so you can like choose whatever works for you. I really don't feel that like confident about my crochet work that I will sell them. If you really want to, you can write me an email, we can think about it and see if we can work something out. But I'm like, there's a reason why I don't sell crochet. Like, I don't want to live off that. It looks complicated, but a fun challenge. Yeah, it is very complicated. The amount of stitch markers will do the blocking. It's so heavy, right? Thank you, Susan. That's very nice. One a day every day. Yeah. I was thinking that when I move, we'll probably spend a lot of time at the pool because it's very, very warm there. Maybe I will like use them as to tie around my waist over my swimsuit, and then I will wear a different one every day to the pool. It'd be like a fashion show. Oh yeah, I got a super chat. Thank you, Denise. Cheers to Denise, everyone. Cheers, Denise. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot that I have a glass of wine here. Cheers. Happy Passover, Denise. That's for you. Hi, Poppy. Hi. Oh, thank you, Jody. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. They are math geniuses. They're not just math geniuses. They are design geniuses. They're amazing. Joanna, one of the sisters, Joanna, she's actually on our Facebook group. She's incredible. Not to mention they are both insanely beautiful. Like, just look at the pictures on the Ravelry page. The people modeling the shawls is them. Could do a test sale of just a few items and see them fly out. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I think I spoke one time here on the channel of pricing crochet work, and people were like shocked by what I was saying. And I feel like if you crochet and you sell your work, I think you should charge like an hourly rate. A lot of people like charge maybe the price of the yarn, or they double or triple the price of the yarn or whatever. But I like each one of these shawls. You have seen how intricate they are. They take hours to make. Like, some of them, like I said, took months, where every day I would sit a few hours and work on them. And like, I would not sell those for something that's like, if I put an hourly rate on how many hours I've worked, the price will be insane and nobody would want to buy them, which is why I never sold any of my crochet things, because I feel like if you do a job, you should be paid for the job that you do, which is one of the reasons why I am so like baffled by people who actually do crochet and then do craft shows and so on and sell the things that they make. Because unless it's like a 5-minute project, or like, I don't know, let's say an hour project, that you make a few of and then you can sell them for like just a few bucks each, then I really don't see how you can do it. I mean, I would not. Again, that's just me. It's my personal opinion, which is why I have never thought or never wanted to sell crochet. I think it's like unreasonable to sit that long of a time and work on something, put so much love and effort into it, and then sell it for anything less. Right? They are gorgeous. That is a nice idea, Denise. Hi, Daphne's Crafts and more. Welcome in. One of those shawls sold for the real labor put in it would have a designer price of exactly. That's what I'm saying. They need, like, just saw a simple shawl nowhere near this that sold for $350. Really? Wow. Yes, I agree, David. I mean, maybe it's just where I live, because I told you guys how people react when you gift them handmade stuff. So I don't think anyone here will pay to get them, Put your heart and soul in items and they are like joy. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Mayor. We can't ever. Exactly. Yes. Yes, Dan. Exactly. I don't see, people actually paying what I feel like they are worth, which is why I don't think I would ever like make money off of selling crochet. Carrie's saying she does sell her work, but she's young and not well enough to work. That is fine, Carrie. But I just feel like you should at least charge what you think you are worth, like to being paid for how much time you put into it. I've seen. I was at a craft show here. I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. It was actually an Easter craft show, which is funny. It's just around this time of year. And there was one lady there. There were different stalls, people were with different homemade or handmade things that they made. And one of the ladies was selling crocheted and knitted things. And I was looking at the prices and I was like, well, I don't know, like I would never sell for that price. It felt like she's putting a price on it so that it will sell, and not that she's putting a price on it of what it really is worth. You don't understand people in your area. I'd be honored to say. Yeah, I mean, me too. I would love to get, something that someone made me way more than something that someone bought me. But I feel like maybe a lot of people in our area are just not crafters themselves, so they don't understand the worth of something that's been made for you. I've seen people talk about gifting yarn craft items and then a week later seeing those same items in those people's garbage. Yeah, see? Jax. I don't think I'm there yet. But in terms of gifting, for example, when I gift like my side of the family things, when I gift like my brothers or my brother's girlfriend, they always wear the things I make them, and not only they always wear them, they love them and they always ask for more. So I think it's really something like here where I live. That's very good, Carrie. That's very, very good. Mass production and slave labor has made others valuable. Yeah, exactly. I feel like, because you can get stuff online today that are handmade and they're made in some sweatshop somewhere, in the Far East, and they pay like just a few dollars for it, and then you come and you say, I want this price, and they're like, why? I can get it for a lot less. But that is correct. I have too many crafters here that sell items for the cost of the yarn, no extra. So my items don't sell as I want. Yeah, I agree. I would not undervalue anything. Yes. Happy Passover, everyone. If you joined in late, hi, I'm Reggie. Today is Leila Seder, and I am drinking wine and saying hi. And we were talking about, you missed me singing. If you came in late, you missed me singing. You also missed a video of my family on video chat. But hi, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. I will only be here for another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go have dinner. I know this live wasn't planned. I didn't tell anyone I'm going live today, and I don't normally, go live on Fridays. But I do appreciate everyone who did come in, and I appreciate you coming and spending time with me. And if you're watching this on replay, hi. Handmade is about the blessing within the stitches and the support of small businesses. I agree. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't see that though, or like think that. Yeah. I just actually got another message from my dad. Let's see, he sent another video. This might, be completely boring to you guys. Oh no, it's the same video. Okay, so my dad sent, no, he did not send a new video. Yeah, okay. So, it's the same video. daughter and grown granddaughters love your crocheted items. Don't sell mine either. When I have too many throw or blankets, I give them to the homeless. Winter can be cold. Yes, which again is another problem that I've been having here, because I very, very hard to find places where you can donate them. Seen an item on Shine described as crocheted for $18. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I've seen a granny square sweater for $25, but I've also seen a duster for $1,450. Yeah, and I have seen, what makes me laugh? We do sometimes the crochet on the runway episodes, and I show you guys like crochet items from like Gucci or Prada, and they are priced at 1,000 something euros, and not people, but like people who have money buy them, off the runway and wear them to all kinds of galas and stuff, and they actually get the right price for it, right? But if I would sell something like that, nobody's gonna pay that. Like, I'm not Gucci. If you think you can get it for less at the mall, then go to the mall and get yeah, exactly. Exactly. Will Yarniversity be on Sunday as normal? I am still debating that. I have not decided yet. I think it will be a spurge of the moment kind of thing. We will have to see. I do have an episode ready for Sunday. But since up until now, there was no discussion with my in-laws of, are we doing anything on Sunday? I have a feeling that I might have to like decide on the moment. Thanks for being here, Steve. Thank you very much. Happy Passover. Don't have much money, but I'm willing to spend more for quality, because at the end, yeah, I agree. I would also do the same. Okay, so I did, get a lot of stuff out. I showed you guys. I found a lot of different things all over the house and in my own room and so on, because we are in the process of packing and taking stuff out and getting rid of stuff. So I also found some more things that I want to give away. If you don't mind me doing it now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mark the chat like we always do. And have you done designer spotlight Yarniversity? No, but that is a good idea, and I can show all my favorite designers. It's a good idea, actually. So I'm going to mark the chat real quick, and let's do a giveaway real quick. Are Jax and Alice still here? If not, I will count myself. That's fine. So I'm going to mark the chat, and I have this here. This is a Wool and the Gang Notions pouch. It is silvery. It's actually made out of recycled material, which I really appreciate. And in it is also a Wool and the Gang bamboo crochet hook. I believe this is a 12 millimeters. Yes. So there's a 12 millimeter Wool and the Gang crochet hook, and this really awesome Wool and the Gang Notions pouch. Jax, thank you. Aw. Cheers, Jax. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Hi, Chad and Nanny. Welcome in. I'm not normally live at this time. Yeah, so let's give this away. I already marked the chat. Please write the word wool. Write the word wool in the chat. I will give it a few minutes for everyone to write wool, and everyone who wants to enter the giveaway. And then we will choose a winner. Okay, well, one of the else. I don't think so. Yeah, so just write the word wool and we'll give away this notions pouch, which is out of recycled material, and it has a crochet hook inside. If you win, please email me. My email is in the description box below this video, and I will ship this to you. Yeah, so I said my email is in the description box below. Email me to claim your prize. Don't forget to write what country you are from, okay? And I'm just gonna like start counting because I know Jax is here. Jax, you probably heard me. Maybe you can help me count. Okay, gotta give it a few more seconds. So again, if you win, my email is in the description box below. Please email me to claim your prize. I really don't want to get stuck with prizes that people don't claim, especially since, you know, I'm trying to get rid of things, empty the yarn room. Okay, so yes, just the word wool, just a few more seconds, and then we will do the random number picker. Okay, so I'm going to mark the chat now. And Jax and Alice, if you're still here, I don't know if both of you are still here. I did see that Jax is still here. Thank you for the super chat. Cheers again. But help me real quick to see how many people commented. Jax is saying 24. Debbie's saying 25. 28. Okay, you guys, we can't go with all of this. Only the people who wrote wool, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of you are wrong. There are 26 people. 25 if you add Lacey. Is Lacey here? Why don't I see Lacey in the chat? Oh, Lucy. 25 if you have Lucy. Okay, okay, yeah. 25. We're gonna go with 25. Okay. So 25. Let me write that in the random number picker. 25. Okay, random number is 18. You were way off. 18. All right, let me go up. And a random number is 18. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is Coffee Owl Finland. So, Coffee Owl Finland, you are the winner. Let me just write it down so that I don't forget. Congratulations. You are the winner. Cheers to you. Happy Passover. Write me an email. My email is in the description box below and claim your prize. And don't go anywhere because right away we're going to give away another thing. For those of you, I don't know, are there any cross stitchers here? If there are any cross stitchers here, I have an unclaimed prize. This is something that I gave away in a giveaway and the winner never contacted me. So I'm gonna try to give it away again. Maybe this time it will work. So this is a cross stitch DIY cross stitch kit. It includes everything that you need in order to make this, and the picture is this beautiful wintry scenery. Okay, so that is what we're gonna give away now. And I'm going to mark the chat, and once you see the word mark, in the chat, just write the word snow. Okay? So stop commenting so that I can mark the chat. And I am going to mark. And once you see the word mark in the chat, just write snow. Okay? All right. So we're gonna give it once again a few seconds, and if you end up winning this, don't forget, email me. My email is in the description box below, and I will ship this to you. And yeah, and after that, after we choose the winner for that, I am going to say goodbye for today. So while you guys are all writing snow, I'm already going to tell you thank you very much for being here today, for joining me and spending Passover Seder evening with me, and being, you know, my Seder family, because I can't be with my own. And thank you very much for not making fun of the way I sing, and for being so supportive with all of my crochet work. Members of the channel, do not forget, there is a members only live on the 25th. We are going to work together on the blanket that I have showed you. If you haven't seen it, you know, go back and watch the replay. If you want to be there, you have to be a member of the channel. Doesn't matter what level. But if you're not a member of the channel and you want to be a member of the channel, just click that join button down below and learn everything you need in order to become a member of the channel. Okay, so I think I blabbered enough. I'm going to mark the chat again. We're gonna count how many snow fell in the chat, and then we are going to choose the winner. Okay, so last chance to write the word snow. I'm counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's count how many we have. 2, 3, 6, 10, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. I have 27. You guys all have 27 as well. Awesome. So we're going to put the 27. 27. And the number is 25. All right. Let's see who 25 on my screen is. There you do. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I can just count 2 from the bottom, right? If this one is 27, this one is 28, and number 25 on my screen is Divergent Crafter. So congratulations to you. Cheers. And I'm gonna write it down. Divergent Crafter. All right, so if you want anything, don't forget to email me. My email is in the description box below. If you haven't yet, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe down below. I don't know about Sunday. We will play it by ear. We will see what comes. Thank you very much, Jax. Same goes to you. All of you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter, Passover, you know, whatever you're celebrating this week. Drink a lot of wine, sing a lot of songs, crochet a lot of stuff, and yeah, thank you all very, very much for being here today and for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.